time since I've filmed a video for you. I am back at school now, so I will be trying to get some more videos up. Today is going to be a get ready with me, and I'm going to be featuring the Too Faced The Return of Sexy palette. I know a lot of people maybe have forgotten about this palette, but this was one that I had wanted for a really long time and picked up not that long ago, so I thought that I'd give you guys a look with it, and I'll just be doing like an everyday skincare like makeup routine, but then I'll be doing like the featured look with that palette. So let's get started. First of all, I have this. This was a gift, and I really love it because it's like a terry cloth, so it's great when you get out of the shower and have wet hair and you're trying to do your makeup. Like I use this every morning, of um, regardless of my look, just to get the hair out of my face, and then, you know, that way I don't have to worry about it. I can just focus on the makeup. So the first thing I did was apply the Josie Maran Argan Oil. This is the Daily Moisturizer SPF 47. I have a full size of this, and I actually have the 4-ounce, which is like a super size of this. And this is just a travel bottle that I had, so I keep refilling it. That way I can keep it in my makeup case every day. Then I'm going to be using Smashbox Primer, Photo Finish Primer Water. This is a little sample that I got, and I'm not sure how I like it yet. I know there's a lot of hype surrounding it, but I just don't know that I see the benefits from this like I do from my regular primers. So I'm using it anyways, and then I like to do this step recently. I've been putting beeswax lip balm from Burt's Bees on my lips just to keep them moisturized throughout the makeup application process, so by the time I get to the lips, they're not chapped anymore. Next thing I'll do while that's drying is use my Tarte 360 Clean Slate creaseless eyeshadow primer, and it looks white, but it dries clear on the lid. And I love this stuff because, as I've talked to you guys before, I have eczema patches on my eyes. Nothing works. This does not irritate it further like some eyeshadow primers do. And I've been using Josie Maran's Argan Oil at night to reduce the appearance. And it's actually pretty much like 94% clear right now. I still get some patches here and there just from being out in the winter weather, but oh my gosh, it's such an improvement. I can't believe, like I literally cannot believe that it's almost gone already. Like, what would I do without you, Josie? So the foundation that I'm going to be using today is actually a tinted moisturizer. I'm just hanging out at home and actually doing some homework today, so I'm not going to go too crazy, but this is from Flower, and it says Face the World Tinted Moisturizer. And I picked this up the other night. It was on sale. I'm not sure why, but these products, some of her products, Drew Barrymore is like behind the line if you guys don't know. But some of her products were on sale, so I wanted to try some. I think it was like $5 or something. They sell this at Walmart. This is in the shade TM4, so we'll see how close I was in predicting my skin color. So I'm just going to dab this on the skin, and then I'm going to go in with a brush and just buff it all out into the skin more. Okay. I think I'm pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and go into that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that we're done with that, I think the color match is pretty good, but it was a little bit hard to blend with the brush, so maybe next time I'll try it with my beauty blender and even try to, I don't know, like do one side first. It seemed to like dry up on me, and it didn't want to move. So yeah, I'll try it like individually next time. If you see me looking down, I have my mirror down here so I can like see what I'm doing and not just look in the viewfinder all the time. But the next step I'm going to do is conceal. I guess I should show you the product. This is a physician's formula. It's step 1, cover, and this is in natural light. I picked up this set the other night at Walmart. It's like, sometimes, you know, in the stores they have those sets. This was like a, I think it was color correcting set, and it had the powder where it's got like the yellow and green swirl in it, and then it had a cover and highlight, and then it had a loose powder with the brush in it, so you can use that too. So I'm going to use the cover from that, and I'm just going to use this under the eyes. I've never used this, so I'm not sure how it's going to work. I do have some dark circles, so we'll see. If I like this, I might as well give it a try and see what I think. So I'm using some new products with you guys, so hopefully I can give you some recommendations. You know, after using them, I can update. After using them for a while, I can update whether I like them or not. Then I'm going to go in with this. I don't know if I told you the last brush I used was foundation brush from it Cosmetics. This one is the concealer brush from it Cosmetics. These are the Airbrush 101 set for Ulta. And I go in and I dab it right here, and then I swirl out the edges. So I kind of do like that from a first impression. It didn't cover, like I have some dark circles, but it makes it look sunken in there almost. It didn't really cover all that, but it did a pretty good job. I would say that I would use this like on days where I'm at home or maybe doing some grocery shopping, something like that. But on a day where I have an event where I want to really look good, that might not be my concealer of choice. So next I'm going to go in with a setting powder. This is the Candlelight powder, translucent powder from Too Faced, and I'm going to take the airbrushed powder brush from it Cosmetics. I love this powder. I've hit pan in a major way, and I've had it like hit pan for 2 months now, and I'm still getting a decent amount of product out of that, so I can't throw it away yet, because, you know, if I'm still getting stuff from it, I don't want to just get rid of it. Spent a lot of money on this. I think it was like 30 bucks, which is a lot for a powder if you think about it, but I love it, and it doesn't break me out, so that's another good thing. Like, if it's a product that's good for my skin, not tested on animals, and not going to break me out, then I don't mind spending a little extra money on it. So the next step I'm going to do is some contouring and highlighting. So I made a video about this. It's the Profusion contouring palette, studio contour palette. I really love this, and I use this like daily. So I'm going to go in with this shade up here. It's like a grayish tone to it, and I'm using this, let's see, professional bronzing brush from e.l.f. I'm going to dip into that and then go right here in the hollows of my cheeks. And I'm going to do that on both sides. I love this brush because it's angled. It's such a way that it gets right in the hollows of my cheeks, and I never feel like it's too wide, or it's, you know, like I don't feel like it's going to make me look contoured way down here when I'm trying to be up here. You know how some brushes just like fluff out, and oh, it's so frustrating. This one just gets in the right areas. I'm also going to take this middle yellow shade here, and I'm going to dip this powder brush from e.l.f. in there and then go under my eyes. This has been something I been loving recently just to brighten up those under eyes a little bit. And then I know this is kind of out of order. Well, maybe not really. Like, I usually do my brows after I put on the powder. For you guys, you don't know that, so it's not really out of order for you. But in my daily routine, this would be out of order for me. So I'm going to go do my brows real quick. And I'm using the Pure Minerals Wake Up Brow. I love this product because I've talked about it. It's in my top brow product videos. It has one end that's the brown or whatever color you're using. It has the brush on the outside, and then it has this pinky toned highlighter for above or below your brows. So that's a product I've really been loving. This, I draw a line here and here, and then down here, and I do that again. And you see the highlight, like you can see this. Um, it's amazing at how much that like wakes your brow up, like how much it lifts it. And I love that. So let me fill this in. I'll stay put, but I'll be using my Hello Kitty little mirror for this, so I won't directly be looking at you, but you'll get to see how I feel in my brows. Okay, so then after I fill my brows in, I know I look a little crazy right now. I'm going to just go back through and blend in that highlighting shade on the insides and above it. So I'm going to take the brush and I'm just going to kind of brush it upwards. And then that makes it go into the skin. And then you don't get that like harsh line there. I even do that a little bit with the under the eye, but under the eye I don't mind as much because that's where I really want the color to show up. So to brighten the under the eye, but I'll also be putting a light highlighting shade there, so it really doesn't matter as much to me. So then I'm going to go in and I'm going to bronze the face. I'm going to be using this little Bare Minerals sample bronzer that I have, and this is in the shade The Skinny Dip, and it looks like this. It's a little bit of a redder shade to it. Oh, I just forgot. I did not contour my nose, so we'll go back into this palette, into the same shade with this little Eco Tools brush. I'm not really sure what this is for. I think it's just considered a powder brush, but I think it's great for the sides of my nose. It gets right in there. So I'm just taking it here and going up to the brow and back down. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to bronze my face. I'm going to be using this, it's an It Cosmetic brush, again. This is the Airbrush Essential Bronzer, number 114. So I'm going to go into this bronzer and then just dab it on my skin. And then I'm going to take it up here on my hairline. And then right under my jawbone, just to warm up the skin a little bit. A little coffee break. Success without you, it just won't work. Because without the audience of YouTube, like, where would we be? So it wasn't made for that. It's actually made from the university that I go to for one of their programs, but it can apply here to YouTube, so why not? Let's apply it. The next step I'm going to be doing is the eyes. So we're going to take our palette. I forgot where I put it. We're going to take our palette. This is the Return of Sexy palette from Too Faced. And inside, it has this nice mirror inside, and it does prop open. Like, this is as far as the palette opens. It is a hard plastic case. And then you have the colors here. So you have kind of in, I was going to say quads, but there are 5 of them, so that doesn't make sense. So these are their browns and their golds. This is purples, and there's like 1 gray in there, and then these are like the smoky, darker silver and black, and you get a nice highlighting shade up here at the top for all of them. And I just love the layout of this because I think it's not complicated. Like, you can look at it and say, oh, I want to do a purple eye. All the purples are together, so it makes it a little bit simpler, which I like. To use this It Cosmetics, this is just a shadow brush, looks like that, and I'm going to go into this first shade here in the browns. I don't know that they have names. Let me double check. They might be on the back of the palette. Yeah. So that is Naive. And I'm just going to apply it from the lashes to the brow, as you can tell. I just think it's a really pretty highlighting shade. Look at that. I just love it. It's so bright. It just really, really brightens up the eyes for any look that you could possibly throw its way. Then I'm going to go in with my crease brush, and I'm going to go into the color Innocent, which is this one right here. I'm going to take that right in the crease, so right here. My dog is barking. She thinks that someone's coming, but a car just drove by. So same thing with this other eye, you know. You can repeat the look. Obviously, you're not going to do something different on the other eye, but that's all I did for that one. Then I'm going to go into the corners with, let's see what the shade, Casting Couch. That's this one done here. I'll get a close-up picture for the beginning and end of the video so that you guys can see the colors that I'm using. I'm going to take that right here in the corner, and I'm going to deepen it up here, and I'm going to go out in a little bit of a V. So using this flat brush, it's a double-ended brush from Eco Tools. And if you turn it sideways, you can get like a definite point. See how I did that? I just turned it, instead of having it like this, I'll show it to you behind me. So I added like this to go in, and then I turned it on its tip. And the tip is pretty slim and pointed, so that gives you that definition of the point to it. And then you can just fill it in the middle, but make sure you go up into the crease, and then I flip the brush over and just blend that part out. So see how it all blends together? You don't have like a harsh line there. It's just really, really pretty. So again, do the same thing to the other eye. I'm trying to kind of come in closer because I don't have a zoom on my laptop. I'm just coming in close to, hopefully you guys can see what's going on there. And then I'm going to go all over the lid with this gold shade here. I really like that shade. I think it's so pretty. It's like bright and glittery gold, but it's just so pretty. I never hear about this palette, and I think there's so many good looks you can get from it. I just don't understand, like, why no one ever talks about it. So that was just a eyeshadow brush from e.l.f. And then I'm going to go in with this Wet n Wild brush, and I'm just going to blend it out. I think this is just an eyeshadow brush, but I'm using it as a blender brush. So I'm just going to go in there and make sure everything looks nice and neat where it's supposed to be. And then I'm going to use this little brush. I think I got this from Claire's like years ago, but I'm just going to take this little brush and go into the silver over on this side. This is called the 7-Year Itch, and this color that I used all over the lid was called New in Town. So I'm going to go in the inner eye and just brighten it up with that 7-Year Itch color. And by the way, on the back of this palette, it does tell you all the colors, and it has it broken up into the Genuine, the Icon, and the Bombshell, so you can see how those products all work together and how they're all like an individual palette within one big palette. So I think it's a really cool idea. I don't know why people don't like this. I'm going to go back in to the cheeks now. I'm going to be using Peachy Cheeky from e.l.f. and this is a bronzer. This is a blush with a little bit of highlight in it, but I'll be using another highlighter, so I'm not really concerned about the highlighting part of it. So I'm going to go in with this EcoTools blush brush, and I'm just going to dip that in there. I like these e.l.f. Oh my gosh, why do I want to keep saying bronzers? I like these e.l.f. blushes, but I don't feel like I get as much color from them as I do from some of the other blushes. Like the baked blushes don't seem to give me the same color payoff as I get from some of their other products. So I am a little bit disappointed from these, but you know, I'll still use them. I'm not going to toss them, but they're just not my favorite. And then I'm going to go in to finish the eyes with this It Cosmetics Liner Love in Espresso. So it looks like this. I just purchased this recently, actually on my birthday, and this is a cream gel liner. It's anti-aging, it's creaseless and waterproof, and I'm trying to find my brush and keep talking. This is a Tarte double-ended eyeliner brush, so you have the angle on one end and the straight side on the other. I'm going to go in with that. I'm just going to dip it in the product, so I'm going to go like this. And then I'm just going to take that all over the lid here. I don't think that was too shabby for looking in the viewfinder there. It just goes on so smoothly. I love this stuff. And then I'm connecting it with this, how I like winged out my eyeliner to match the wing of the eyeshadow. So I'm going right at the bottom of that eyeshadow to the end and stopping. So I'm going to do that on both sides. Then I'm going to go in with a highlighter. This is from Hard Candy. This is the Twinkle Star highlighting duo. I've heard some negative reviews about this online, so I wanted to try it for myself. I really I feel like I'm going to like it a lot. And I'm going to use this little brush that it comes with. So I'm going to go into this top more gold one. And I'm just going to go right in here where my highlight would be. And then I'm going to go down the bridge of the nose and at the tip. And I don't expect it to be like a Becca highlight or something that, you know, is really, really sparkly. It's from the drugstore, but I expect it to have some shimmer to it. This, I don't think it's as bad as people are saying. Like, I can see that I have a highlight down my nose and here and here. Like, you can see this highlight. Don't tell me that's not a highlight. So I don't know. It's going to take some more time. I just got this, so I'll update on this soon too. And then the last step is to go in with an eyelash curler and curl my lashes. And then I'm going to be using this Mega Plump Double Threat Mascara from Wet n Wild. It has the bigger brush on one end for the regular lashes and then the small brush for the lower lashes. So that pretty much does it for this look. I'm going to throw my hair into some sort of bun. Let me know what you guys think, and if you like this, let me know if there's any sort of things you're looking for in the future, any products that you want reviewed, any new products. I only do cruelty-free, so the last thing I'm going to do, this is going to finish out the look. This is from Wet n Wild. It's a Velvet Matte Lip Color from the Fergie line. I love this product. This is in Transcendence, and as you can tell, I've already used like a ton of it, but it just goes on so smooth. It's like a brown without being too dark. As you can see, it's similar to my lip color, but just a hint darker. And then it dries to a matte finish. It stays all day. I don't have any problem with it. Once I start eating and drinking, sure. But before that, I don't have a problem with it. It does have like a little bit of glitter to it, or like a almost is like a duochrominess, but I love it and I really recommend this. I'm looking to get more of these. I should have grabbed more at the time because they were on sale, but I'm like, oh, I never tried it before. Should have known better. But yeah, so I'm glad that you guys joined me for this video. Please let me know what you think. Give me any suggestions, comments, anything below, and you can add me on Twitter, Snapchat, follow my blog, and I'll try to keep updating that. I know I've been pretty bad at it, but I really do want to get back into that. And let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys next time.